one. These are the kind of charts you like to see. Look at this. All right, right here. Picture. This is what we want to see. Could be a spicy entry. Have those levels ready, guys. This is absolutely a top watch for me at market open. I mean, this is already in these two candles, 20%. This stock was on the watch list today. We are up 50% from that watch list entry. And what was beautiful about this one is, would you look where it bounced? We're green, baby. We are green this morning. This is how you make money. That's 28% in 3 minutes. I mean, can't get any easier than that, right? What's going on, everybody? It's Amma Jamma here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just putting a couple tags out and we will get started in one moment. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to put some tags out. I hope everybody had a good day. I'm sorry I was not here yesterday. I am back today, however. And put my glasses on. Oh, gotta clean those off. Hope everybody's having a great day. How's everybody doing? How's your week been trading so far? Green or red? What was your best trade of the day? What was the biggest mistake of the day you had, or of the week, or even 2 weeks, 3 weeks? We've really been trying to get to the nitty gritty to help you guys out, figure out what struggles you have, what struggles we have that we can help you guys with, so on and so forth. The whole shebang. So let's get started here. There we go. All right. Obviously, we'll start with the SPY. So let me pop the SPY up first. We'll look at some levels with that. We're coming down to pretty major area that we need to pick up support if we believe we're going to stay above, 403 is like my point of no return line. But past that, let me delete everything off this chart and we will go from there. All right. Here we go. I don't need my MACD on the SPY or my RSI on that SPY. I could pretty much guess what those are going to be when you look at the chart. All right, here we go. Green this week still, not playing 0 DT. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, today might have some 0 DTEs because it is the end of the week. But, they're rough to trade, guys. I mean, that's the reality of it. They're not easy to trade, especially newer traders. If you're newer to the Discord, I always suggest paper trading for a while first, of course, obviously. So, all right. So what we're looking at here is I'm looking at a couple areas, obviously, right away. First of all, we've got this area here, which was our close price yesterday, which is the first thing I'm obviously looking at, which is right here. All right. So we're looking at that zone here, and we're looking at this, our wick low from yesterday. And then this area here was a pretty major area of confluence for the day. Picked up a lot of support on the uptrend, then on the downtrend as well. So this is an area more than an exact, but right about here, which is right where we're at now. This is a pretty major area, guys, because here's the reality of it. For most of the day yesterday, within 50 cents of this price, one way or another, it was a major point of support and or resistance for more than half the day yesterday. So I'm willing to bet if we scroll out, it's probably been an important area in previous times as well. So, yep, right here. That was our bounce point wick low from the 31st as well. All right, so what are we looking at? We're looking at a couple things. First of all, I'm looking at this area right here. I'm just kind of following that line across because that bounce point was where our uptrend from yesterday and our downtrend right here kind of crossed. That's what it's showing there. So even though it's only 2 touch points now, it is the area I'm watching in the for the most part. All right. And obviously we have talked about this many times. I have at least 403 is my area right here. 403 to 404. Let's put the line right in the middle. 403.70 is an extremely important area. Long-term, short-term, everything in between. It's this area right here. All right. And it has been an area of above it and below it, meaning we trade above or we trade below. And there's no really in between there. There's a couple peaks above it, but for the most part, that's like our That's our D-Day line. That's the one we're really looking at here. And then the other thing I'm definitely going to watch today going into next week is this line right here. All right. So what is that telling me? What are we looking at here? A couple things. First of all, if we lose our 403, this line will be imminent, in my opinion. That'll be our major test site right there. I want to put this on a little shorter term time frame so we can really look at what we're working with today. All right. So immediately off the bat, I'm looking at a break and a hold below 406.50. Let's go even lower. Let's say 406.25. All right. So when you see it, more times than not, anyone that's been day trading options with us, you know, when we see that wick below, we're usually going to pop back up, do a retest first. That second loss of trend or a hold loss of trend there, we should fill to that 405.88. This 405 line right here, that's a major zone. It's where we bounced yesterday. It was our low of yesterday. So again, a loss of that area here at say 406.50 with a hold. All right. And I do believe that we end up testing upper 405. And then a loss of that area here. And we're on the fast track down to this line. All right. Couple reasons I say that. Let me put an arrow on this bad boy. All right. Oh, wrong arrow. There we go. There's really no support pickup till then. And actually, I'm going to pop it up a little bit. I'm going to say 404.28. I'll give it that instead of that 403 because that's going to be the first area pickup there. Because we really ran through that 404 to 406 area quite quickly right in this area here. So we have to consider that. All right. So on the uptrend, what are we looking at here? So obviously we know our areas we're looking at for those put entries. I'm going to pop this red. And then if we do end up picking up support and end up pushing 407, this area right here, this would be my area to watch for that pickup support to start pushing uptrend. And in that area here, if we break and hold that area, I do believe that we test that 407.80. And then after that, coming up to that 408.33. For a put type entry, if you don't like playing the calls or you're working or this or that or the other, on the bullish side, I'm not really touching anything and feeling like it's strong enough support to feel confident into going to next week with the calls if we're below 408.50. At 408.50 with a hold there, that's the area I would kind of sit and watch and feel pretty good about that as far as continuation on the next leg up. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. Those are our levels for the SPY. Of course, we'll pop this back on as the market opens. My tip of the week, my pick of the week trade for you guys, AI is the one I'm watching here. We talked about a little bit in the Discord yesterday. If you're not part of the Discord, you're getting some exclusive stuff here. I'm going to put on my RSI to talk about this one because it's one that I think is pretty interesting, its behavior here. So as you could see, I'm on the 4 hour now. We had a short report come out on this one. And a lot of times the short reports are valid, but a lot of times they're bullshit. A lot of times these companies have short positions before they even release the report. So you got to take it with a grain of salt. AI released their response to this report. Anyone that's been in the Discord a while knows the same thing happened with Sava and many other stocks. But one more recognizably that we were playing actively was Sava last year. Had a nasty short report. Ended up popping for 40 to 50% over the next few days when it reached that bottom. We did bounce very strong here. A couple things I'm considering when we look at this chart is this area here. This triple bottom we're picking up on our RSI. That's very interesting to me. When we come here, here, and here, we're picking up that support in that zone here. Whereas in these two bounces, when you're looking at this area here and this area here, you could see we're still downtrending on the RSI here. So the RSI was still showing extremely bearish in that instance, but we were starting to pick up support, which was kind of hinting that we were exhausting the ISR into a place where the buyers were going to start stepping in. And then the last 3 times we had the RSI dip below 35, our buyers did step in each time with stronger buying each time. All right. What goes up, what goes down must go up, vice versa. I'm not saying we're guaranteed to pick up support here. What I am saying is I'd love to see us back over, say, $22 with nice volume coming in. Because as you could see, when it uptrends pretty quickly, it downtrends pretty quickly. And we get that across the board. That's very well known. However, even playing this little sell-off off a little bit of a dead cat bounce, we get some really nice gains on this thing. Again, wait for confirmation. It's a decent setup because either way, we're at a major point of confluence. If we lose, say, 1950, $20 with a hold, swing puts are on deck. Over 22 with a hold, some nice volume coming in, getting a little bit of that bullish divergence, then, our calls are on deck. So this is a stock sitting in an area that is absolutely a top watch, because if we get in there, we pick up that support and we do start pushing, 2650 isn't out of the realm of possibility. That's a hell of a push, guys. All right. Even if we take this the 24, you take this over 22 and you to get out of almost 10% on the equity side, and on an option, you're going to be rocking and rolling. So that's my kind of sneak pick of the week for you guys. Let's look at our top runners. All right, here we go. Let's pop on that 15-minute chart and go to town. Oh my, are we on our golden fibs? Let's see, guys. We know the routine. We know we're slipping just below it. So what we're watching on JWEL here is at 31.5 cents. All right, we're popping a line on. Tell me what color do I make my golden fibs? First person to say in the chat is going to get a shout out from me. What color are we making that line when it's a 618? I just want you guys to be able to recognize what I'm doing to these charts as I do them. So anyone that's been here a while should know what color we're going to make that. Okay, so we have a little bit of downtrend here. You can see where support or resistance has become support. So we're looking for a break over 31.5 cents. Yes, yellow. Good. All right, 2 minutes till the market open. Man, I talked too much today. I missed you guys yesterday. All right, there we go. So on this one, we're looking for that break in that hold above 32 cents, 32 and a third, like 0.323. That's where I'm looking at for my break there. I'm not touching anywhere below that. LMNL is another one. I already have my fibs on this one from yesterday. I am not. There we go. That's what I wanted. YVR. All right, this one I do want to hit real quick here. We've got a massive wedge on the 15-minute. That has formed. If we pop on the minute chart just to get a couple little lines here of what I'd like to see, we do have a bounce off this level here. So 20.284 is going to be my risky entry here. And ideally, we want to see it above, say, 30.5 cents. We'd prefer to see it up in this area here for more support type entries, but we know how quickly these move. And if you take the riskier entries, you got to be ready, either hotkeys, you better be a hotkey maniac or ready to sell. That's all there is to it. So we've got those two. This one's kind of selling off a little bit, but we do have a little bit of a bull flag going on, a little bit of a trend channel here. So on this one, we'll wait and see. We'll pop this one up. We'll look at it a little more and we will wait and see. What chart did I just... I cannot remember what chart JWEL. That's what it was. Okay. JWEL. Yeah. CNSP. All right. 1 minute till market open. Those are the three we're going to watch, and we will, of course, look at other ones too, but those are the three we want to kind of look at there and wait and see what happens. I'm just putting YVR on first. We're already at our entry. We already broke that 0.283, and we're already up 4 or 5%. One candle, boom, just like that. This should pull back, though. Usually when it's the very first candle like that, it could tend to be kind of bull trappy, to be honest. I want to see what our time and sales second level is. Our time and sales is all buys right now. Beautiful. Love to see it. I don't know why that just popped up on my screen. What's going on here? Why don't this close out? There we go. All right. So, I mean, again, right there, we just went from our 28 and third cents all the way up to 30 and a half. So 2 cents, about 6 to 7% right there. We had a lot of green on that time and sales for that secondary push up. What are we looking at now, Am and Jamma? We are looking at not pulling back more than 2/3 on this candle, which is right here. So we're okay with some pullback here, but for that continuation, we want to see us hold above our entry, to be honest. If you're in and out, you should already be out of at least 75% of your position right here. And then my point of return D-Day red sell would be here at this point. And we could wick down, get that, like I said, very well could be a bull trap when you get a first candle that really, really pops like that. CNSP is acting a little interesting here as well. This above $1.45 could be pretty interesting. That's the area I'm going to watch. Or bounce off our lower trend line as well. We shall see what happens in those areas here. JWEL is not doing much of anything. We're sitting just below that golden fibs. Again, we want to be up over 32.5 cents to even think about that one. We are holding right above our entry point here on YVR. I actually want to see if this shifted correctly already. It has not. I hate Weeble, guys. I hate Weeble. So we'll just pull this up here. There we go. There's that secondary. You got a secondary chance. Here's the push. I want to see a break and a push over 31 cents in the next minute or so. And I think that 33.5 is imminent. We got some really nice movement coming out of this thing. Really like what we're seeing here. You're about 10% from your entry, over 10% at this point. Like I said, for me personally, this is when I'm selling at least 75% of my position, letting the rest ride and seeing what happens from there. Let's see what else is going on. All right. So this one is definitely acting like it could have some pretty interesting movement over the next little while here. Definitely one to watch. We do have a couple micro caps too. I'm going to try to pull up those tickers for you that have been running hot the last couple of days that I do think we need to definitely look out for. I'm pulling up on my other monitor. I'm going to pull up my list right here so we can know which ones it is. So I could tell you guys which ones it is that I suggest watching today. All right. Now, the ones I'm watching, SECO is a very nice small cap that I've been watching. And then MWG, that IPO, has been interesting with a lot of volatility. Those are the two I'm watching. I believe this is the one with a 500,000 float. Nope. Yeah, this is the one with the 500,000 float. This one, we got red hot yesterday. We're hanging out. I'm going to tell you that on this SECO right here, I love it at this 88 cents. We did have a pretty massive green candle on the 15-minute to open, so it's not necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily take it yet. I would wait and see what it does over the next little bit. We need to get some true volume coming in. The volume's just trash right now. One to watch, though, for sure. All right. So YVR doesn't know what it wants to do. Jules trading a little sideways. Let's pop our SPY on. All right. So there was our put entry on the SPY. If you guys took it, you're probably up 15 to 20% already. Obviously, I didn't take it because I wasn't looking at the chart. But we did cross over our definite put entry here that we wanted to see. There we go. And like I had said, we cross this line and we hold next candle below it. I think we come down easily and sweep that 405.80, and that's kind of where we're sitting at right now. It's doing exactly what we expected. You should be up an easy 10 to 15% on puts at this level here. Again, and then it looks like AI might be setting up for puts as well on our levels that we're looking at. No, it's still kind of above our bounce zone. We'll see what happens over the next little bit here on that. All right. I'm not going to chase in at this point here. I would love to see a pullback to right about here for a put entry for myself. We might not get it. And if we don't get it, I won't be buying in. I'll go to the next stock and play that one. It's really not something I'm worried about, guys. Who's GFA? I'm moving. Oh, there's our dump. There's our dump, baby. GFAI is another one. It was on our watch list. Again, if you guys do not know what I'm talking about when I say it was on our watch list, right here, discord.gg/pennyboys. DM myself, Amma Jammer, OG Nikki will get you set up. Free watch list we put out every day. I have 12 weeks straight of at least 100% play. This is totally free. So if you're interested in that, then reach out to OG Nikki in the Discord, o.g.nikki, you know, like Tupac OG 90s rap. Yeah, you got it. She's that girl. Um, oh, it's halted. Ooh, we got a watch list up on that. Is it halted up or down? I gotta look. Oh my goody goodness. Well, if you took that on our watch list, you are looking nice. Looking nice. Watch list. What was my watch list price on this bad boy today? It was $9.70 or about 10%. All right, there we go. Sorry if you guys could hear my computer click now because MWG is halted too. We just talked about this one. It just halted on this wicked, crazy candle here. All right. these three right here, GFAI, SECO, MWG. Watch them all day. Watch them all day. These are the ones that are going to. There's SECO, broke right over our 88 cents, already at 94 cents. If you took the 88-cent entry, you are already up 8%. I gave you that entry just in time, to be honest. 88 cents. You could see it right here, that curl up in the pop, right at our support and resistance level. I mean, picture perfect triple top right here. It broke it. Impulsive move for almost 10%. It's almost too easy sometimes. I'm not trying to say that to sound ignorant. It is true, boys and girls. Degens and queens. Let's go. SECOs, yeah, it's still pushing. YVR still hanging out, kind of in between. We did hit 31 cents, over 10-12% from entry. Not bad, not bad. We're bouncing off this zone here. I like entry again above our 28.5 cents once again. High risk, very volatile. Sorry, guys. No. Shh. I'm streaming. I had to turn the crisp off. It was making my new mic sound really tinny. I bought a Yeti mic and I don't know. If anyone has any feedback for me on those mics, let me know how to make it sound better because I can't have my filter on where the dogs are like blocked out no matter if they're barking or not. It's unfortunate, but it's where it is right now. Okay, let's see our SPY. All right, so would you look at that? There's our entry for the SPY, where I said I want to see it pull back to right here for that entry for the puts. You got the 406 at about $1 to $1.04. That's exactly the one. And then obviously on this one, a break back above our wick high area would be the stop loss on that one. Of course, these are 0 DTEs. And remember, we are in a slight delay. So your price entries are, it's absolutely impossible for you to get the same entry prices myself. You're hearing about 20 seconds after me. And on 0 DTE SPY, let's be real, you can move 15% in those 20 seconds. GFAI hit 1176. Up about 20% from watch list. SECO up to $1.03 from our 88 cents is about 15%. So we have 20% on GFAI from our watch list in the Discord. This was not on the chat. SECO from our 88 cents. I like that entry right there. We're up about 15%. MWG is still halted. CNSP took a beautiful bounce off our lower trend line. I did not give you an entry though on that. If you were watching it, however. YVR, if you took that entry again at 28.5 cents, like I said, I liked, we hit 0.309 again, which is about 6 to 7%. We're going to we're going to hit our head and bounce in this area probably for a while here. We need to get a break above 31 and then 33 to feel like we get that true continuation we're looking for. All right. and the SPY. So that not bad. Very, very nice movement on STCO, GFAI, and YVR so far. We've had 3 for 10 to 25%, depending on your entry. Can't hate on that. I'm going to sell 2 of my 3 puts here. I will let you know my fill price as soon as I get them sold. You guys know I like to sell a couple for super cheap, super small profits just to open it up a little bit. I just filled at $1.12. Sold 2 at $1.12. I have 2 left. And we're dumping more. There we go, baby. There we go. We're up about 20% from our second chance entry. If you took puts off of our put entry that I gave you earlier pre-market, you're up probably about 25 to 35%, depending on what fill you got. Perfect setup there. And what do you know? We filled all the way down to our line. If we start to lose this line, remember, our next level's pretty far down there. But this was a beautiful move in our box here. I hope you guys use those levels and took advantage of them, because this move right here, already in 10 minutes, you've got 25 to 50. Let's see if you took that entry. Let's see what the prices are. If you took, say, the 406. So you entered at about 58. Yeah, you're realistically, you could be up. Oh, I'm on the 1 minute. So that's the issue. So realistically, from that 90 cents to $1.09, yeah, about 35% right there. Can't complain, guys. Can't complain. And it looks like we want to sweep some lower lows here. I would not be surprised to see this turn around and absolutely rip this afternoon. Sorry guys, husband's home. The dogs get very excited that he's home. He's off for Easter. He's off work this week. So I wouldn't be surprised if we absolutely rip this afternoon. Just from the way the market behaves. Fridays, last day of the week. I know it's a Thursday, but Fridays historically, the last 2 to 3 months have been insanely profitable, insanely bullish. So just something to, keep an eye out. We're up over 20% on our puts here. Even if you got with that 30-second delay, you should be up over 15%, even with that slight delay. SECO halted up $1.23 from our 88-cent entry. Boom, boom, boom. That's 40% and halted up. Micro caps. What is the only thing that matters when you're trading a micro cap? Can someone tell me what it is that matters? I don't care about trend channels. I care about some support resistance, but what is the single most important thing on a micro cap? If you're in these streams with me, you know I talk about it probably every day. Probably every day. What a beautiful setup there. I will take it. Volume. That is absolutely it. Volume. It's the only thing that matters. Look at how when this volume picked up, we absolutely imploded. So even if you didn't take that entry to 93, 94 cents, you're still up 30% here. Just beautiful. MWG is still halted. GFAI hit $12. This was a watch list entry from Discord from under $10. We had a 950 or 930, I'm not sure which. Entry from Discord, which is beautiful in itself. And the SPY just keeps paying us more and more and more. We're about 20%. If you took that entry, again, if you took your entry over here, you're about 35 to 40%. You're up 20% from my entry because we missed. We got our second chance and bounced exactly where I wanted to see that resistance pick up. All right, I'm out one more. I'm selling one more right here. Locked 11% on my one more. I've got one to go. Not setting a stop on it here. I'm gonna let it breathe up to our stop loss line here. If you're in one contract, again, if I was in one contract, I personally would not give it that much room to breathe. I'm doing this because I locked up profits already. So either way, I'm green on the trade. Again, SCCO halted. What do we got on AI? Oh, we missed our entry. Oh, no. Look at that. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm telling you, these stocks are insane. We missed the bounce off of our zone perfectly. Perfectly. That right there would have paid you on a weekly. Let's see. Let's just see here. Just out of curiosity. Say we did the 23. All right. Yeah, that would have paid you 40%, 50% right there. Just really, really nice setup there. That was absolutely effing beautiful. I am very, very bullish now. We got the SPY selling off. AI is pretty much the only damn stock in the whole thing that's ripping red or ripping green. Very, very bullish on that. I'm not racing in at this point on a red candle, but overall, that's strong. That support is strong. It was our pick of the day. And with that, let's head on over to the Discord and make some real money. This is our Tinker Toy money. We're going to go make some triple digits in the Discord. We made like 150% on Tesla yesterday, 200% on Boeing the day before. I will see you all over there. You don't know what you're missing if you aren't part of Premium. If you want to find out some information, DM myself, Amajama, or OG Nikki, o.g.nikki. We'll see you over there. Bye.